Hey folks, it's Jim from the Movie Rewind here to review the 1994 action film Speed. Keanu Reeves stars as the LA Bomb Squad specialist Jack Traven, who thwarts a ransom scheme on an elevator by the elusive bomber extortionist Howard Payne, played by Dennis Hopper. Seeking revenge, Payne challenges Jack by attaching a bomb to a city bus that will explode if the meter drops below 50 miles per hour. After the bus driver is accidentally shot, civilian Annie Porter, played by Sandra Bullock, takes over as the reluctant driver while Jack tries to keep these people alive and find the location of Payne with the help of Officer Harry Temple, played by Jeff Daniels, and Lieutenant Mack, played by Joe Morton. Now, Speed is one of the best action films of the last 20 years. It's about 3/4 of a great film. Not entirely perfect, but I'll get to that in a little later. Reeves is one of those actors I find myself defending. I don't think he's a great actor, and I don't think he has that much charisma, but he does have a little charisma, and he does have this sort of guy's guy quality to him, and I think he does exactly what he needs to do in certain action films, particularly ones like this. And no, he doesn't bring that kind of personality that Bruce Willis would bring to something like Die Hard, but like I said, I think he's suitable in the role and does exactly what he needs to do. I'm not the biggest fan of Sandra Bullock, actually. I think she's a decent actress. I'm not really a big fan of her track record regarding her films, but I think she gives good performances, and actually I think she's quite good here, bringing a lot of humor, and she's very charming, and she has a good amount of chemistry with Reeves, and brings a lot of personality that Reeves might be lacking within the film. Jeff Daniels brings his usual sardonic sense of humor, and Joe Morton is perfect as this sort of authority figure that's not too imposing. And while a great character actor, a few actors excel at playing villains and scumbags quite like Dennis Hopper. You could argue he's phoning it in, and it's not a great villain, but he's menacing enough to be a threat. This was the directorial debut of Jean de Bont, a Dutch cinematographer who worked on films like Die Hard, The Hunt for October, and a couple of other action films, and he does a great job here blending CGI, practical effects, and stunt work seamlessly. The film also has this sort of minimalist approach. It focuses more on the basic conflict rather than characters. And I know that seems like a downside, but I think it actually works in this film's favor. A lot of times character development can really stall a movie, and a lot of the development that you see in action films is so generic, and it doesn't really benefit the film really at all, and it just really kills the pace. But this movie is always moving forward, as it should, given the title and the basic concept. For example, the characters on the bus aren't really fleshed out, and you don't really get to know much about them. There is Alan Tuck as a tourist to LA. He's great in everything he does. It would have been maybe nice to see him get to do more than he actually does, but still, I'm kind of glad that the film has such a strong focus on what's really important. The film is also fun, creative, and inventive in the way Jack tries to defuse the bomb on a cart under the bus, or the way Jack tries to jump onto the bus, or the various ways they try to keep the bus moving forward and not dropping under 50 miles per hour. If I had one complaint, it's the third act of the film. The filmmakers and the people behind this movie try to incorporate one too many public transportation services, and the third act just can't quite compare to a lot of the stuff with on the bus. But I still think this is a thoroughly entertaining film from beginning to end. I think it's a little bit too long, mostly because, like I said, the third act can't quite compare with everything that came before it. But still, this is a really, really enjoyable, entertaining action film with a unique and interesting concept. And I think it's a lot of fun. Definitely check it out. And that's it from the Movie Rewind. Have a good day, folks.